Hey there. Yesterday I attempted TimeGuessr and it went very, very poorly. If you are interested in seeing a completely unedited video of that attempt, it is available on my Patreon for $1 and up subscribers. So that's basically anyone who shoots at least $1 my way every month. So you can go check out my Patreon. There's other bonus content on there, and it's a really good way to help support me before I'm able to monetize, which looks like it might be never at the rate I am going. Anyway, so go check out my Patreon. There's a link in the description, and you can see yesterday's attempt. All I'm going to say is I feel that I made really good educated guesses that just happened to be wrong. It was very, very difficult. So we're going to see if I can do better today. Let's see how it goes. By the way, it is June 1st. Happy Pride Month. That is the Always Sunny. Well, I mean, that's Danny DeVito. This is a. Looks like they're setting up for the halftime show. Is it Super Bowl? I think it's the Super. Well, it's hard to tell. I think it's the Super Bowl. Is it? Is it when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl? That would make a lot of sense. Oh no, wait. What does that say? Some U.S. Bank Stadium. Where's the U.S. Bank Stadium? This is a thing that you would just know, I think. But I think she's wearing an Eagles shirt. Sort of. Yeah, this is Super Bowl 52? What year was that? I just don't know very much about football. This doesn't have the year. 50. What does it say? Oh, I think that's where he's. Okay, so it's Super Bowl 52. Was that 2 years ago? Where was it? I have no idea. Where's the US Bank Stadium? Oh man, this is one you could totally 5K if you happen, or 10K if you happen to know these things, but I don't. Yeah, okay, this is definitely when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl. So I think that was 2 years ago. I think that was 2021. I'm not positive. Although, the lack of any masks anywhere. Are there people wearing masks? Any of the crew or anything? I don't think so. It looks like they're setting up for the halftime show. There's a lot of people just standing around doing stuff. Super Bowl. I'm looking for any clue as to what city this was in. I do not remember. That says Philadelphia Eagles. But so it wouldn't be at their stadium, right? Where was it played? I cannot remember. And when. Why do I feel like this year was 54, but it might have been more than that. So this could have been longer ago. Oh man, I feel really silly. It's something that would be really easy to Google too, but I'm not going to Google it. I'm just going to show off my ignorance. I think, let's see, 52. I'm going to go 2019. And oh gosh, where would it have been? US Bank Stadium. Who did they play? I don't even remember who they played. Is this the one that they won? I think it is. Ah, the temptation to Google is so strong because I could totally find it. I have no idea where it was played. US Bank Stadium. She looks like she's really tired of posing for this picture and is like, will you just take the picture already? I want to watch the halftime show. Gosh, oh man, I'm sure that a lot of you out there are just going, it was 2000 and whatever, and it was at such and such city, and I'm feeling very silly for not knowing, but it's not the sort of thing I keep track of. It's not that, honestly, not that important to me. Even though, if I had to pick a team to be a fan of, it would be the Eagles. You're welcome. I see you out there laughing at me. I don't care. Well, I can tell you 2 places it wasn't, but that doesn't narrow it down enough. I'm gonna go with Dallas. I'm sure it's wrong. wasn't as bad as it could have been. 2018, and it was in Minneapolis. Okay. Look, for having no clue at all, that was not a bad guess. All right. Hello. There appears to be a monkey sitting on a cannon. You know, what else is a monkey going to do, really? This is an adorable picture. If I knew what kind of monkey that was, which I feel like I ought to. Actually, is it a gibbon? Oh, well, okay, so the nostrils are pointing down, so it's an old world monkey. I know that much. I don't think it has a tail, or if it does, I can't see it. It might be a gibbon. That doesn't really tell me where this is. It might have escaped from the zoo and climbed up on the cannon. This also looks like a cityscape that, if you were familiar with it, you would just know where it was, and I do not. Oh, all I have to do is beat 20k to do better than yesterday. Haha, spoiler alert. So, hopefully I can do that. I'm well on my way with the previous guess. Golly. Sometimes just having a compass would help. I could be like, oh, the ocean is to the whatever direction, but I got nothing. What is that? There's big ships out there. Some kind of a harbor. Is it also an airport, or is that just... I think it's just the docks. The color makes me think like Spain or Portugal, like the color of the roofs and the walls, but I really have no idea. No idea. Look at him just sitting up there, taking in the view. Hello there. He's just hanging out. Doing like they do. The fact that there's a cannon makes me think it's like an old fort. Obviously not anymore, but... Gosh, I have no idea. It could be in Africa, even. Like Lagos or Cape Town or something. Could be West Africa. Maybe Dakar? I don't know, it doesn't... You can see land on the other side of this harbor. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I could be way off. It could be like... It could be anywhere. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I can at least get close on the year. Let's try, Let's try 2008, just from the quality of the photo. I don't know why. And we're gonna go with Barcelona. I don't think it's in Barcelona, but I feel like it's central enough that if it's anywhere somewhat nearby, I'll be close. 2002 in Gibraltar. Not that bad, considering I had absolutely no idea. See, I told you it made me think of Spain or Portugal. There it is. A monkey sitting atop a cannon. 2002, though. I was a little bit optimistic about the year. But, honestly, that's not bad for having absolutely no clue. Moving on. Sure. These things happen. Let's see. Can almost read that. Have we been transported to Victorian England except for this person? I love that he has a newspaper under his arm. That seems very authentic to me. Honestly, this feels like anachronistic, almost. You know what? This could be... See, this outfit makes me think 80s. But these guys... I mean, the trench coat and the... What is that kind of cap called? But then, what's going on here? Who are these people? Why are they wearing long black coats and weird hats? I don't know what I'm looking at. And I know the obvious question would be, why is there half a mannequin sitting on this bicycle? But honestly, that's the least of my concerns. I can't even tell what the language is. It doesn't seem like that old of a photo, but it could be like... It could be 30s. I don't think so, though. This is a motorized bike, I think, but I'm not sure. I feel like there's a lot of misleading information in this photo, and I feel like it's something that should mean something to me, but I say that every time, and it often doesn't. Sometimes it does. I wish I could just get a little bit better view. You know what? I'm starting to think this is Italy. And it says ciao on the bike, which doesn't mean that much, but it immediately made me think Italy, and now my brain wants everything to be Italy. But that looks like it says Reggio, doesn't it? I want this to be a movie set so badly right now. Like, my brain is, like, not processing what I'm looking at. It's like there are too many things that don't make sense. Like, what's going on with this jacket? And while this feels either 80s or 50s, this feels 90s, and the hair, I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, good, there's a car alarm. Never quiet. Even when none of my kids are home, it's not quiet. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go Rome, for lack of anything better. Oh gosh, the year. Now see, it's more likely you're gonna have people wearing old-fashioned clothes in a more recent time than people wearing more modern clothes in an older time, obviously. So, I don't think I can go farther back than, I mean, I'm assuming this is a woman wearing heels, but this is a very masculine style of clothing, except for the heels, which is why it made me think 80s, the oversized coat and the rolled up cuffs. But then, I mean, these guys, there's more than one in a trench coat and cap. And then there's these guys, which I realize is the focus of the photo, or maybe it's the mannequin butt on the handlebars of the bike, but I just have no sense of time here. It's like these guys are like out of the 19th century, and these guys are out of the 1930s, and then this person's out of the 1980s. Like, what is happening here? I'm gonna go 80s. No. Yes. No. I'm gonna go early 60s. I'm gonna leave it right in 1962. Oh, see, look, it was 80s. But it was in Italy. Okay. It was Italy. These are clerics. Okay, it felt like Italy to me. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. You know what? I saw Reggio on the trash can and then didn't go to Reggio. Darn it. As in Parmigiano Reggiano. Yum. The year I was way off. You know, see, I said that made me think 80s, and then I was like, no. That's okay. That was better than I expected. Okay. Ms. Ramsbottom? Oh my. They're enjoying themselves. Are they? I guess they're firemen? Do you want to be Miss Ramsbottom? I don't... Okay, this is... I'm thinking 50s from the dress and the car. But I don't know where. Where's Ramsbottom? That feels like a name of a town in England, doesn't it? Why don't they have the name of their department on their clothes? Then I would know exactly where we are. Definitely 50s. I mean, this dress screams 50s, doesn't it? It screams like Miss Maisel. And then the car too. So I'm content with that. Oh, yeah, okay. Britain. Where else would a town named Ramsbottom be? Honestly. It's hilarious. Don't have any idea where. How about up here in Yorkshire? Sure. I don't know. Be really funny if I zoomed in and there was Ramsbottom. I would love that. Could also be more like Wales, though. Actually. Interesting thought. Oh man, I have no sense of where this would be. I don't suppose Ramsbottom is a big enough town that I would just see it on here. Assuming it's in England, which I'm pretty sure it would be. It's just such a funny name. Kingston upon Hull. Beverly. Scarborough. Middlesbrough. Saltburn by the Sea. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it would be in. Well, I guess it could be in Scotland, but it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. I don't know. I say that like I know anything about anything. I don't actually know very much about anything. No, that's not true. I know a lot of things about a lot of things, but small towns in England, assuming this is England, are not one of the things that I know well. So we're just gonna hit rural north-ish, and we're going. Oh gosh, I wonder if I can pinpoint the year. I'm sure it's 50s. 57 seems as good as any. 83? She's wearing a 50s dress with a 50s car. How can it be 1983? But look at how close I was to the location. I made a really good educated guess. I'm very pleased with that. Oh yeah, look at that, Ramsbottom. It's even big enough to see without zooming in too far. That would have been pretty cool if I could have found it. But I don't believe 1983. How can this be 1983? I might try to reverse engineer that photo, and I don't. This dress is like quintessential. I'm so confused. All right, Miss Ramsbottom with the Ramsbottom Fire Service retained crew. Okay. Oh wow, what's going on here? This is a famous photo, isn't it? Is this the Olympics? Or is this something else? They're wearing, well, very different clothing, all of them. This looks very old. But then, is she giving a Nazi salute? I think she is. Yeah, so are they. Everyone is. And they're not. That's evocative. Hold on. Could this be the 1936 Berlin Olympics? I'm assuming it's the Olympics. It doesn't have to be, but that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? I'm going with it. Also, I'm getting the right city for the 1936 Olympics this time. If it's the 1936 Olympics in Berlin, which it may not be, but we're going to check. Here goes nothing. Finally! Finally! Details. It's all in the details. Helen Mayer, a Jewish fencing champion exiled from Germany doing the Nazi salute at 1936 Berlin Olympics. That sounds like a whole story. But look at that. I am so pleased. I wouldn't have been able to pinpoint the location in Berlin, but I will take that as a final score. I will take that. Okay, what's my final score? 33K. Okay, much better than yesterday. Not fantastic, but better than yesterday. I'm going to look up Miss Ramsbottom. Okay, well, I found the photo, and it does say 1983. I'm just really surprised by that. Ramsbottom Fire Station. History of the fire. Okay. All right. It says 1983. I will take their word for it. I'm just very surprised by that. I mean, everything about that photo screamed 1950s. 1983 is not even on my radar. Okay, so some very good guesses. 1936 Berlin Olympics was perfect. I was very pleased with that one. Getting the right country of Italy with very little to go on, even though the city name was right there and I didn't even go for it, which is kind of enraging. Like, that's just, why not? But the year was way off. But, I should have gone with my instinct of it being the 80s. In fact, there were 2 photos from 1983 in this set. That's very funny. But yeah, I think I did okay considering what I had to work with, and some of it was just knowing, and I just didn't know. How did you do today? What do you think of some of my guesses? Did I miss something obvious that I could have done better? Probably, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.